Mr. Sindhu Sahani, Dr. Varnekar, Sahani Saab, all the dignitaries, Julekha Madam, and if there are any speakers who are still here, and all the students of this Skill Tech University, Atlas, Skill Tech University. Idea into action. Any life, and particularly my life, is not a straight road. It is full of roller coaster. And not only that, you will get twists and turns. You will get a sudden drop, and then you have to come up again. And every time, an idea will embolden you, but that idea is not enough if you are not transforming it into action. I believe, as Swami Vivekananda has once said, our countrymen should have the nerves of steel, the muscles of iron, and the minds of thunderbolt. If we want to create inspirational history, we need to have an iron will. In the same fashion, I want to say that every person is unique and he is having strong muscles, stronger nerve, but the strongest mind. But the strongest mind can only be detected or discovered when you have a passionate, brave heart to do something. So idea in the mind can be transformed into action and success only when you have this passionate, brave heart to act upon, be it field of business, be it field of service, be it field of education and academics, everywhere it is the same. Lao Tse can rightly be quoted here that watch your thoughts, they become your action. Watch your actions, they become your habit. Watch your habit, they become your character. And watch your character, it becomes your destiny. So, every idea, every thought process through these stages. William Burnback said that an idea can be turned into dust or magic. It depends upon the talent which rubs against it. So you need to have resilience, you need to have emotional quotient, not only intelligence. Intelligence gives you ideas. But resilience, continuous effort, sustained effort takes you to the top. To achieve which you want to achieve. And that is what has happened. I'm a living example of that. I was appearing for class 12th examination. You have all seen the movie 12th Fail. I am 12th dropout. I am 12th dropout because one of my neighbors in my hometown wanted to grab the piece of land which was used to be for the common passes, and there was a common well. I opposed that. I have already appeared for 3 papers, and 2 papers were yet to be given, and I was picked up by the police. I was tortured throughout the night. I was humiliated. I was so furious and so angry that I wanted to kill those officers. But when my father met, he advised me, my dear son, this is the test. You are through because God wants to go through. And the 2 mistakes cannot make one right. So why don't you do one right to correct what they have done to you? So I said, my mental condition is not right now. My father said, go to the villas, don't appear for the rest of the examination. Come back next year, appear for the examination, but think, why don't you become an IPS officer? And wherever you work, you try to uphold the rule of law, and no one should bully or humiliate or punish anyone innocent in your jurisdiction, and no one, however big he may be, should be at large if he has committed a crime. And that's why for 1 year I tilled the soil. I was with my mother doing all the agriculture work, also worked with the villagers, raising Nehru Yuva Kendras, the youths I mingled with. I understood their situation, plights, etc. I started editing the school's, the Nehru Yuva's magazine, Yuva Sandesh, and after 1 year, I appeared for etiquette, and I cleared with very low marks. But thereafter, I decided to become a civil servant, and I prepared it fully well. And I became an IPS officer. Not in my first attempt, it was my 3rd attempt when I cleared. And wherever I worked with the same conviction and same thinking. So thought was there, but it was transformed into action. I'm taking you to Malegaon. I was transferred from Nanded to Malegaon. Then Revenue Minister and Guardian Minister of Nanded wanted me to stay back in Nanded, but I wanted to take that challenge of Malegaon because Malegaon was once upon a time one of the most sensitive places of Maharashtra, communally sensitive. At the drop of the hat, there were communal rights. So I took the challenge. No one wanted to go there. I joined there. I planned it fully well. I pointed out the genesis of crimes, particularly the communal crimes and communal hatred. More than 14 people before my joining, there was a big communal riot, and more than 14 people were butchered, and many religious places razed to the ground. The hatred was at its peak, and the situation was at its ebb over there. But I planned it fully well with all the communities, taking into consideration what are the issues, what are the genesis. And you will be surprised to know, by making Shashan Mitras to the school teachers, the college teachers, professors, NCC, NSS, cultural wing of the schools and colleges, the sports wing of school colleges, and it transformed the trustees of mosques, the worship places, the temples, and it transformed everything. And thereafter, I am here after 25 years of leaving that place. You will be surprised to know that there were 2 bomb blasts. You might be knowing about those bomb blasts. Many people died, but no communal right took place. So this transformation can take place if an idea is turned into magic. And it can be turned into magic if you planned it well, if you vision it well, and if you want to make it a success, it will be a success. I was in Buldhana district, and I saw from before the plight of the common people. The money, hard-earned money of the common people were being siphoned off by a systematic lottery cartel.
I will say thank you for reminding us to strengthen willpower.
I conducted 75 raids, including in Mumbai, Pune, Jalgaon, Nanded, every place, wherever it was being run, including lottery commissioner's office, the government office, for violating the lottery rules under the garb of double-digit results of lottery. They were declaring single-digit under the guise of weekly draw of lottery. They were actually drawing every 15 minutes, and with algorithm involved in it, they were giving prizes to the minimum people and common people, being lured by single-digit lottery, which is as good as illegal matka, were going to suffer. Many people committed suicide, many people were forlorn, and that's why I planned it fully well. First, I called complaints from different quarters, from all parties. Thereafter, from bar association, from teachers, from all other places, I called their report, and thereafter, I conducted these raids. When they challenged me in the different high courts of Maharashtra, with big advocates, all the big names, I was alone fighting them. No one was supporting, not even my DZ office. From small district of Buldhana, I had to go to High Court Nagpur, High Court Aurangabad, High Court Mumbai. And when one of Assistant Advocate General started talking in favor of peaceful business of lottery, so-called, then I requested the Honorable Justice that can I speak? Then the Honorable Justice allowed me to speak, though it is not allowed for the police officer to speak in the High Court. And I said, who has given the brief to Assistant Advocate General? Because we have given the affidavit, submitted the affidavit through Chief Public Prosecutor. So when the question was asked from him, he said, I am representing Finance Department. So I said, Finance Department are not made parties by the petitioners. So as to why he is here. And thereafter, judgment came in our favor that police action is proper, and hence the lottery, online lotteries then in Maharashtra, which was illegally being organized, was stopped. So you have to plan the things. Even you have small say, you have to plan the things, you have to visualize the things, you have to affirm the things, and then act upon that, you will get success. There are many such incidents, anecdotes, personal anecdotes and reminiscences, which I can quote before you. But you might be aware of my physical achievements. I was not a marathoner, not even a marathoner. At the age of 45, when I was heading the South Mumbai, I was also heading the security of Mumbai Marathon. Then it was called Standard Chartered Mumbai Marathon. Now it is called Tata Mumbai Marathon. And then the first time I requested my seniors that can I participate, and they said under one condition, that I have to deploy all the forces and brief them before participating there. So throughout the night, I deployed the forces, I briefed them, and I ran half marathon. And then I had to come back, change into uniform, and again take over the security arrangements for Dream Run, which is the biggest. After that, I ran 21 kilometers, half marathons, many a times. But when in Malegaon again, someone called from Rotary for a peace run as well as a peace talk, a young medical student presented about half Ironman. In my speech, I questioned him as to why he has only prepared for half Ironman. Why not full Ironman? So he said, it is very difficult. It takes a lot of years for practice. As a medical student, it is not possible for me. I kept that in mind, and another trigger point. In the same period, K. Vijay Kumar, who encountered Virappan. Many of you have seen movies based on Virappan's life story. Pushpa and all. So Virappan was a dreaded poacher and sandalwood smuggler. He made forest officials and police officials of 3 states run for their life. He has killed more than 200 of police officials and forest officials and was at large. K. Vijay Kumar released his book in CCI, Cricket Club of India. I was also invited over there at the hands of Akshay Kumar. While delivering his speech on the book, he revealed a very astonishing thing. That Virappan, at the age of 52, when he was dead, his postmortem was done, and his internal body parts were found as healthy as 25-year young youth. I was shocked, and I questioned him how it can happen. And if he was so fit, so good, how you were able to kill him, encounter him? He said, I am equally fit. He is now 62, and even if at the age 72, even if you see at this point of time K. Vijay Kumar, you will find he is extremely fit. So he said, I am equally fit, if not less. I am equally good shooter, if not less. And not only that, I waited till he was found weak somewhere. And he was suffering from glaucoma of eyes, and the K. Vijay Kumar planted a driver in the ambulance, and that's why he could spot him and kill him. So you have to plan, you have to be agile, you have to be fit. I thought it is applied on me as well. And hence, I registered that day itself for Ironman, France, Vichy, France. I had only 6 months. 50-meter freestyle, I used to pant. Cycle, I never used road bikes or TT bikes, which is specialized for these events. while using the cleats, while uncleating, while unsaddling those cycles, I fell several times, but I never looked back. And within 6 months, I could become the first government servant across uniformed and civil to earn the title of Iron Man. I met with an accident immediately after that. I was cycling Deccan Cliffhanger. I was cycling well, but my own crew accidentally hit me from the behind, and I had multiple fracture, clavicle, scapula, and upper rib. Doctor advised me that for 6 months, you have to go for rehabilitation. But within a week, I started walking. Within a month, I started running with bandages on. And within 2 months, I started cycling. And within 4 months, I tore all the bandages and started swimming in the sea. I registered myself for the toughest triathlon then was Ultraman Australia World Championship. That is 10 kilometers of open water swimming in Pacific Ocean, 421 kilometers of cycling in rolling hills, and then running 84.4 kilometers within a time span of 34 hours. And within 6 months from the accident day, I could earn the title of Ultraman World Championship Australia within a time span of 34 hours. And then I never looked back. I finished third in race across East America, arduous cycling race from Blanchester to New Jersey, Atlantic City. I stood third. I stood fourth in race across West America from Oceanside, California to Durango of Colorado. In between, the temperature ranged from 50 degree to -4 degree. And I could finish with flying colors. I had no acclimatization of that area, and we, the police officers, in view of our demanding job, get very less leaves. So I had no time to acclimatize over there. But still I could do. I did Comrades 90-kilometer runs twice in South Africa. That is very famous, the oldest ultra marathon from where Mahatma Gandhi started his satyagraha, from Durban to Pietermaritzburg for second year, Pietermaritzburg to Durban. And you must understand that success is a journey, it is not a destination. Be it in the field of education, because I had a target to become a civil servant, an IPS officer with some purpose. What I did, I appeared for civil services, I focused on that, and I became a civil servant, an IPS officer. But I didn't stop my pursuit for education. I did MA in Hindi literature, MPhil in Hindi literature when I was in Sangli from Kolhapur University. I did MBA. I did LLB from Mumbai University, and presently I am pursuing LLM from MNLU, Mumbai. I had special interest in literature, particularly Hindi literature. So I kept writing. My book, Trustworthy, got this year's Swarn Award. from Hindi Sahitya Akademi. Similarly, Maharashtra government also bestowed upon me the Shiv Chhatrapati Shahsi Krida Puraskar, along with our veteran cricket captain, Dilip Vengsarkar ji. So, there is always ideas. Ideas you can conceive in your mind, but till you focus to achieve that, you can't achieve. Till you continuously try for that, you can't go ahead. Sanskrit couplets from Aitreya Brahman can finally be quoted here. That aste bhag ashinasya urdh tishtati tishtata sete nipadmanasya charatu charto bhaga astu charavati charavati. Means, when you are inactive, your destiny is also inactive. When you are awake, your destiny is also awake. When you are ready to act upon, your destiny is also ready to act upon. And when you take steps and strides, your destiny also takes steps and strides. Astu charavati charavati, that's why you should always keep walking, always keep working, always keep thinking and implementing those thoughts. It further says that Kali Shayano Bhavati Sanjihanastu Dwapara Utishta Treta Bhavati Kritam Sampadhati Charana Charavati. It means Kali Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga or Sat Yuga is nothing, but it can be created here by our own thoughts and deeds. Means when you are inactive, it is Kali Yuga. When you are awake, it is Dwapar Yuga. When you are ready to take challenges, then it is Treta Yuga. And when you start taking challenges, it is Sat Yuga. So you can create Sat Yuga in this place, by following a life of thoughts transforming into deeds. Thank you. Jai Hind.